Chelsea's head coach Thomas Tuchel. Welcome to Abu Dhabi and congratulations. So we're going to take questions in the room first. Here at the front, please.
Congratulations, Mr. Tuchel.
Thank you very much.
Like Julius Caesar, you come, you saw, you win.
Okay, yeah.
So I would like to have the impressions of the match, tough match, decided by penalties. So impressions about the match, and about the penalties, and about your opponent. Thank you very much.
Yeah, strong opponent. For me, a typical South American team, very good individually, and huge solidarity and discipline, and huge sacrifice against the ball. They can defend, they can suffer, and they defend together. So we knew it can be difficult to create chances and half chances, and we knew it. We have to be patient and relentless at the same time. Like it is sometimes in a final, it's a bit like stiff in the beginning. You look for solutions, but you don't want to open up to too many spaces for counterattacks on which they heavily rely and where they are very, very good. So this was for me more or less the first half. It was a bit like stuck, and we struggle a little bit with the fluidity of our match. So we changed a bit the structure in the second half, and found the spaces better. Scored a wonderful goal. Had some 2-3 good chances, half chances after that. And for me, in the moment where we were in total control and were the better team and seemed to find spaces better and better and to implement a higher rhythm, in this moment we gave a penalty away from a throw-in, which is very unusual. And so the whole story starts from scratch, which is mentally and physically was not easy. So. But I have to say, I think we never stopped attacking, we never stopped trying throughout the 90 minutes. Before overtime, we took we changed the structure again to have a different structure to attack and to defend counterattacks. And I have to say, the team did very, very well in extra time to control the match completely. And the guys from the bench had a huge impact. And of course, I mean, if you have a late penalty, you're also lucky, of course. But I think we deserved, because we did not allow a lot of chances, and we never stopped trying, and we never stopped being active and doing the most for the game. So, yeah, we take it like it is. It is a final tough opponent and a fantastic victory, of course.
Hi, Thomas. Hi. Congratulations. Second cup in just over a year.
Yeah.
And can you just talk us through your last 36 hours? It must have been pretty hectic for you. And did you? Well, you never know whether you were going to get here or not, so that must have been a little bit intense.
I was several times on my way to the airport and on my way back from the while I was driving, called back because test was not negative. So. And finally we made it, and I arrived yesterday for dinner at 8:15 in the evening. I arrived on time to the team, so no chance to be part of the last training. So I took the session, the meetings today, of course, very normal, tried to do as normal as to prepare the team for the opponent, but it was like my first day here, and now we leave. It was like even my last day from yesterday. It was not nice to watch semi-final in the office at the screen, but yeah, you as a coach, you want to be in the sideline, and I'm happy now that all the effort and everybody who helped and was so supportive through the days, that the effort was worth it, and we managed to get the cup.
Hi, Thomas. You sound like you've lost your voice a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm surprised, actually.
Is that from being outside and everything?
Yeah, of course.
And also, you're usually so active on the touchline during games. What actually was it like for you, the semi-final and also the the Plymouth game?
The semi-final, I was walking up and down in my office, and I had a tactical signal, like see the whole pitch, and I had a TV signal on the big screen, so 2 big screens, and I was in contact at halftime, and in second half with my assistant on the tribune. So and we did the same in the cup game against Plymouth. But it's not like that I'm constantly talking to them. It's more or less like every 10 minutes or every 15 minutes you get a little bit of input, because you have a wider angle to see it. But it's very strange, and it's also about, like, coaching is also about feeling and at the touchline. So I also needed the input from the guys on the sideline. It's not possible to coach only right out from the office, because you also need to have, for me, you need to have the closeness to the game and to the players, what you think is good and who should maybe have an impact. And for today we were actually very calm before the game. We tried to calm the team down and to tell them what a fantastic opportunity it is to play football, and like that every footballer in the world is jealous on us to have the chance today to play this final, and maybe so many young boys out there dream to be one day in this final and watch this game. And we reminded ourselves that all of us have been this boy somehow, and it's also a moment to enjoy the hard work and the sacrifice that we will put in now into this game. And then second half and in the halftime and then before overtime, we tried to help a bit with tactical stuff and tried to encourage the team to keep on pushing.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
First about the importance of this trophy. Congratulations for another one, by the way.
Yeah,
and because for Brazilian fans, as you can see, it meant a lot. And of course, there was a lot of discussion between the gap that there is on South American and European clubs, financial gap.
Yeah.
So you've been involved in a few decisions, in a few decisive matches. How does this one compare to other ones? Because Palmeiras managed to be very competitive.
Yes, absolutely. And there was no doubt that they are. I mean, this is one game, and for one game you can always close the gap, also a financial gap, because it is a huge football country, and they have so many good players, and you can never doubt that they are competitive in 1 or 2 matches. There is a huge gap financially, but I think it plays a huge role maybe also in their belief or in their approach to the game, that they want to show that they can close this gap. So the role in which they play is a little bit easier to prepare a match than the role from us, where we need to prove that we are more competitive. We have maybe more games on this kind of level that maybe than they have in their league, and this is maybe the difference in the approach. But the atmosphere was fantastic. And it felt like an away game, and they had a huge crowd, and the crowd was absolutely amazing. I mean, maybe this cup or this tournament is not so highly regarded in Europe, but once you are here and once you feel it totally catches you. When I was in the bus and you prepare a final and you drive in the evening and you see the lights of the stadium and the new stadium, and it's a final, and you don't know the other team because they don't come from your country, not from your league. It's a fantastic feeling, and it's uncomparable to any other feeling. So that's why it was so beautiful also to play this game. It was a huge challenge, and we did not expect anything else. We had a tough semi-final against Al Hilal, who had a fantastic team, fantastic coach, and forced everything out of us. We struggle in the moment. We don't play our best football. It's not our best moment in general. We struggle a little bit individually and as a team, but as Petr Cech says many times, we managed to find a way to win and to be in the final and to win the final, and for this the team deserves full credit.
At the back, Nick, thank you.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And just on Kai, I bet you wish every match was a final wouldn't you? Given how obviously he turns up really for the big games, doesn't he? And
seems like I'm very happy, and he was again decisive today. That was not easy to shoot this penalty, and I'm happy that he stepped up and he took it the way he took it. So this can only be good for his development, and well done.
So we only have time for a couple more. Here at the front, please. And we also have Rudiger in the room, in case you haven't noticed.
Of course, can only be Tony.
Hi. Yeah, you mentioned your frustration about going backwards and forwards with the results. Was there a point where you think it wasn't going to happen and you weren't going to get here? And obviously Chelsea have won all the titles now. Have you had the chance to speak to Roman? Because it's an incredible achievement for a football club.
Yeah, it is for him. There is no doubt that it's for him. And we met shortly on the pitch after the final, and I said congratulations. He said congratulations, and I said it's for you. It's your club, and it's your input and your passion who made this possible, and we're happy to be part of it. So of course the trophy is for him. And it was a back and forth, and we were running out of flights. I mean, we have a time difference, and we knew a deadline is coming, and I took the second to last chance to make it. The last one would have been to arrive today in the very morning. So I'm happy that we made it finally.
Last question for Coach here at the front. Thank you.
Hi, Abdurrahman Al-Kalawi from Ru'ya newspaper. I wanted to ask you first, congratulate you about Chelsea winning their first ever World Cup, and wanted to ask you a couple of questions. The first question about Mason Mount leaving at the 30th minute. Yeah. Was it a tactical decision, or was he injured? Yeah, he was injured. He in one of the very first scenes where he had a run in the second post with Azpilicueta, and they fell, and his opponent fell on his ankle, and he hurt his ligaments badly. So we have to see. So it's an injury, and he came straight to me and said it does not feel good and feels very stiff and painful and does not know if he can continue, and so we had to do the decision. And the last question is about the man of the match today, Antonio Rudiger. Yeah. There's a lot of talk about him being a Chelsea player. Obviously it comes and goes, but you don't want to ruin today's triumph, but how confident are you about Rudiger being a Chelsea player? Well, and at the moment he is a Chelsea player, and he delivers since day one, which is very impressive because he delivers on an absolutely high level. And I think he knows that we have huge respect for him, and I think the fans love him, and we show our appreciation to putting him on the field. He's a leader of the group since we arrive, and he is in talks. Of course, you know the situation is not new. It does not affect his performances. That is the very most important for me. And the other things are taken care of by the club and Tony's agents.